Welcome back, my name's Stu, and this is Tetragon Park for Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic, part 51 of the VJ scenario pack. Alphabetically, this would actually be the last one, but I took a sneaky peek at the last few, and I figured this one looked a little bit dull, and the next one, or the one that will be last, looked a lot more interesting. And that's actually something that you can help me out on, but more on that later. A somewhat medieval themed park is ready for expansion. Land is limited to a square-like shape and marketing campaigns are not allowed. Your objective to achieve a park value of at least 525,000 at the end of October year 3. So I guess that's the somewhat medieval theme. Okay, free entry. What have we got? We've got chairlift. We've got a couple of gentle rides. Not a bad selection of coasters, no thrill rides, and water rides, which it doesn't look like we'd be able to use unless we add water ourselves because the park boundary, and a good selection of shops. So, considering I've already seen what coasters we got, I think I'm just going to put my research into shops. So yeah, with park value, there's a few different things that make up park value, but the biggest factor, like far and away the biggest factor, probably like 90% plus of park value, is ride stats. And yeah, so I am just going to spam roller coasters. And if you saw the last video on the cutbacks, there's 3 of them that I can do right here. And incidentally, I do have a couple of cheap and cheerful designs for flying coaster, profit coaster. So let me know in the comment section if you want to see that. So I think I'll just go for the laydown coaster because there's just higher capacity on them. So I'm going to basically spam a cutback design. We got tons of cash. I'll keep it to £5 a go, I think. We'll be able to charge at least 10, possibly more if we run multiple laps. But I don't want to have to go back and reduce the prices of all the coasters as we go. So, I'll just set it to 5, and we'll do that. And yeah, so I'll just crack on, and I'll show you what we're up to. October year 1, we've got 320,000 park value. So here's the design then. So we've got the laydown coaster there. It's number 10. I'm just waiting for the stats to come back on that one. Let's have a look at this one then. So we've got 7 excitement, over 9 intensity, and almost 7 nausea. So that's adding a lot of park value. Then, so we've gone for my 4x4 paths design down now. A lot of sick, probably haven't zoned anyone. Just down here with some seating areas. So what I've done is okay, so apologies for the janky edit there. For some reason the game just crashed. So I was about to show you, I built this maze, and this might be what made it crash. No. So what I've done is I've just got a couple of my 4x4 paths, and then I put a maze in the middle, but for some reason when it's saved it's swapped it's spun it slightly, so when you place it you just delete the maze, and then you have to build a couple of things, a couple of paths tiles, but it's much quicker. It's like it speeds it up dramatically. So yeah, so I'm just spamming shops and stuff as well. I'm going to try and fit as many as I can in the time being. I think what I'll do for the second year is I'll take out the maximum loan, because at the moment, I mean, we're now starting to make 5,000 a month, and it costs about 5,000 to build 2 of these. So if I take out the maximum loan, so I'll be able to have about 10 down, and then I'll start earning a lot more money a lot quicker. March year 2, And even after all this time, I still make stupid mistakes. So because of the design for this, what I've done is I've shared a little path for the entrance and exit, which is fine for when they're facing the path this way and this way, and it'll be fine when I'm facing the park facing towards the entrance. But it's not fine for when you're facing away from the entrance, because these guests here want to leave. So they're up here and they're pretty dumb, so they're just straight lining it down here because that's the direction of the park exit, even though you can't get to it that way. And I can't put a no entry sign there because then they won't be able to access the entrance. So I'll just have to do a slight redesign for the ones that are facing away from the park exit, and then we'll be away to go. October year 2, we've got a park value now of just under $1 million. We've got, I don't even know how many. We've got, let's have a look, what's one's that? 35. So we've got at least 35 then. Some of them might be different names. So I've got some paths ready. So I'm just going to continue to roll out. We're making 11,000 a month. So every month I'll be able to put down about 4 new coasters. Yeah, doing too much. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish off doing all the shops and stuff like that. I'm going to make sure this one's done by here. I think that'll probably be the thumbnail. Yeah, so we've already smashed the goal. So just going to carry on building for the rest of the year. October year 3, we've got a park value of 1.4 million, so almost 3 times what we need. And you know what? I had a look at what we could charge for number 1 here, and I'm charging £10 a go. Now this coaster's 3 years old, and the reason I didn't set them to £10 is because I figured that after a while guests wouldn't pay it and I'd have to keep coming back and reducing the price, so I just set them to £5 and left it at that. But as this shows, I could have been charging £10 a go all the way through, so it just shows how overpowered these coasters really are. I know I've got it set to 5 laps, but a part of that is to keep guests off is to raise the stats, which then raises the value, but also to keep more guests off the paths to reduce overcrowding, and also hopefully increase ride throughput, because that is also a minor effect on park value. I did find a post one day a while back from years and years ago of someone, I think it was, I can't remember what they said their job was. They were working at some sort of company that play tested or something the game. Anyway, so we've smashed the goal then. Let's run on fast forward a bit. What did we do then? We came in, we put down some 4x4 paving to help with overcrowding, and then we just spammed cutback design for the laydown coaster just here. This design would have worked on, oh, we've unlocked a few more. I thought I switched it off, so we must have unlocked that after we'd done that before switching it off. This type of design would work for any coaster that's got the corkscrew elements, as I've told you on numerous occasions now. So I don't know if I showed you the redesign one for the ones that are facing away from the park entrance. So that one's broken down. That's fine. So the entrance then is off the main path just up here, and then the exit then comes out from the other one and it joins the other exit, and then they've got another path down here using no entry signs to stop them going the wrong way. And then over here there, where I've got several of them, I've got them all linked up, and then even more then just down here. So this is a really good way that I've shown on other videos of maximizing sales of like merchandise or something like that. So if you put like I can't, it won't fit. I can put one there. Oh, and we've completed it. Ooh, fantastic. So we could put one there, put a no entry sign just there as well. And then every guest who rides any of these coasters will have to walk past that on their way out. So yeah, cool. So we've done that one then. One more scenario to go. I had a sneaky peek, as I said. It's a build 10, but there's no length requirement on it, which is cool because I think I can use it as like a tutorial style series, because I know that some people still have issues with building coasters, and honestly it's really not as difficult as some people might think. I think probably the biggest issue people have is overthinking it and going for like too big a chain lift or something like that, you know, so the course has just got way too much speed. So any questions that you have on anything really, I'll try and address them in that. Any coaster names, any cool names you have for coasters, comment them as well, because I'll be interested in using them. Saves me having to think them up. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, if you enjoyed it, or if you learned anything, drop a like. You know, it does help the channel, does help the videos and stuff like that. And if you haven't already, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.